Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today it is time for the first event of the Challenger series, and as you can see we are in China. The format is a bit different like usual with league races and that kind of stuff. There are two races. The first race is around China, second race is around Bahrain. And for the first race in China we just have a short quali, so 20 minutes of quali, but for the second race in Bahrain we only have a one-shot quali, so you just have one lap for your starting position. But anyway, we are in P4 for this race. Really decent lap. I think I only was less than a tenth of my PB, so I was really happy with that. My PB wasn't really good, so it was not really hard to do, but still I was happy. P4, good starting position. Previous season, of course, like previous year in the Challenger series, I also participated, and then I was struggling with getting close to the podium. So the start of the season seems to be really good. So we have Matthew in front of us, Georges in front of us, and Tanirko in front of us. And now it's just waiting for everyone to be ready for racing. And now the lights go on. There are 5 red lights, and away we go. It seems like we do have quite a good start there. We're already side by side with Danirko on his inside. Now we pushing him a little bit out wide, try to claim the corner, and that's already one position up. So we are already in P3. And I was really happy with that. And of course Matthew is also in the Ferrari, so we are teammates and not working together, of course, because that changes only for yourself. And now we are in lap 3, and I wanted to pit lap 3 or lap 4, and if Matthew doesn't pit I have to, and he doesn't, so I went into the pits and we almost lost the car here. But yeah, what I mean with Matthew as teammate, you can't make the pit stop in the same lap, of course, because then you have to wait for each other. So he actually decided for me when I had to pit. I also could go for lap 5, but then softs would be dead and I would probably lost more positions. And now we're lap 4, we are on our out lap, and Tanirko is attacking us. We go defensive, and we kept our position, so that's really nice. Of course we did lost a little bit of time due to this small battle, but I think because we pitted earlier we will still be in the DRS. But I was hoping to get in front of one of those, but fortunately they both come out in front of me. So we are in P3 again. Now we're left 13, nothing really happened. I think Matthew and Georges only switched positions once. But now I saved up a lot of ERS, and now my plan was to push in the final 2 laps to make a move on Georges, but he was also blowing all his ERS out of his car. So yeah, it wouldn't be smart to go for a move here. Especially because it's the first race. Just important to have a decent start, don't do anything reckless already. And now we're also really close, but this corner, just not really an overtaking point. Maybe looking around the outside here, but just wasn't possible. So now our final chance is to try and push Georges as close as possible to Matthew to force him into an overtake on the final straight, and then maybe that would create a possibility for me to make a move, or some carnage. I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing what I could do at this point. And Matthew is actually 5, almost 6 tenths away from George's, and I have seen in practice that if the first car is 6 tenths ahead, there's no possibility to make a move. And as you can see, Matthew was more than 6 tenths away. So I didn't expect George to go for a move anymore, and also we were just too far behind. So it seems like for the first race it will be a P3, a podium. We started in P4, so yeah, actually a good first race, a podium right away. And that's it then for the first race. So it's Matthew in first, George is in second, and we are in P3. P3. Yeah, so that's it, and let's head into the second race. Here we are then at Bahrain for the one-shot qualifying. So for the people who don't know what it is, everyone is spawning like me. Just go over the finish line at the same time, and on your dashboard, on your screen, you can see after sector 1 which position you are. And I can tell you I was quite scared when I saw that. So yeah, our first sector is quite decent. Now we're heading into the second sector. We missed the apex here a little bit, going over the curb, braking downhill into first gear and third gear on the exit. And now this is the hardest corner probably around this track, the double left-hander, first gear again and third on the exit. And now we are P9 or P10, I could see on my screen, on my dashboard. Now we're even in P11, and Ogiano retired, so he probably had a invalid lap time. So this is our final sector, and you can see on my steering wheel that we're still in P11, so final corner has to be really good. We're gonna flick it into the corner, going over the curb on the exit, and this will be P7 for us. So we gained 4 positions in the final corner, which was crucial for us. So now it's Joost who takes the pole position, Schumacher P2, Georges P3. So again, he's on a really good starting position. So yeah, let's see what we can do in the race. Here we are then, again Matthew in front of us. So if we don't get past him before the pit stops, again he will decide for us when we go into the pits. So yeah, not really ideal, but it is the big problem. So again, waiting for everyone to be ready. And here we are then, there are 5 red lights, and away we go. And again, it seems like we do quite a good start. I'm thinking about going down the outside, but like what happens to Aardapol Gamer, you get pushed out wide, and for this corner you're just squeezed into the corner. So now trying to make a move on him, but we are just between 2 cars, and it's not ideal. And here we had a little bit of oversteer, thinking about going down the inside here, but just thinking better of it. And now skipping a couple corners ahead, Benjamin, Aardapol Gamer I should say, made a little mistake in the final corner, so we trying to go for a move. We're turning on the ERS. He's going extremely defensive, so we are going down the outside, trying to get a better exit out of this corner, but we're not close enough, unfortunately. So now we are in lap 4, and Benjamin outbraked himself and touched the rear of Matthew. I thought he had damage, but I can confirm he didn't have, or maybe only a little bit, because he could still keep up the pace. And now we are going into the pits. Same for China. Pit window was around lap 4, lap 5, and Matthew didn't pit in lap 4, so we went into the pits. And now we're gonna try to make an undercut, so we used quite a lot of ERS, but the cars who were in front of us before the pits came out even further in front of me. So that's not ideal, so I still have to push to get back into the DRS, which is crucial. But then I won't have any ERS left, so we are already under 10% ERS, but Schumacher spun around here.
Schumacher spun.
And Matthew was at the inside, but not sure what happened or whose fault it was. So now we're in lap 10, net P5, so we already gained 2 positions, and Matthew, we hit his rear tire, which was really unfortunate. I was even braking more to avoid him, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. But we are in P4 at this point, and the cars in front, another collision, and that is actually George's who spun around there. So we gained 3 or 4 positions by just not getting in any collision, so it's actually quite lucky. And Joost made the move on Danirko in the first corner on the final lap, so I expected Danirko to go back for a move here, but he doesn't. He stays behind, and that is another podium for us, another P3. Joost wins the race, Danirko is second. So yeah, actually quite a good first event. I have to wait for the stewards. I mean, probably when the video's online I will know more, but with the incident with Matthew, I mean, I know I was the car behind, of course, but I wasn't involved with what happened before, and yeah, I just couldn't go anywhere. So hopefully I can keep my 3rd position, and otherwise I will probably get a 3-second, 5-second penalty. But yeah, for now it's a really good event. Next 2 races will be in 2 weeks, and that will be Imola and Portimao. So yeah, I'm gonna practice for that. I wish you guys a good day, and see you guys next time. Ciao.